Kristen, what is going on here? Why haven't you cleaned the stairs yet? They're filthy! I just walked by them now, and every single step had dust bunnies on them. Listen, Kristen, those stairs are more than just stairs. They're a passage that connects your unit to ours. Without them, how would you come downstairs to see us? If you're allowing these stairs to get so dirty, the only possible conclusion I can draw is that you feel the same way about your relationship with us. It's clear that you need lessons on how to be a respectable homemaker. Come down right now and I'll teach you how to clean properly.
Mom? I think you should be able to tell just by looking at my massively expanded stomach that I am quite late in my pregnancy. And having given birth yourself, you should also be very well aware that at this late stage of pregnancy, some activities, cleaning the stairs, for example, are quite difficult for the mother.
Ha! You're not going to get out of doing your work with those miserable excuses. I managed to keep the house clean while I was pregnant for both Tony and Mina. That's the difference between you and me. I understand the concept of duty and perseverance, and you would prefer to just laze around all day. If I could do it 30 years ago, you can do it today. No excuses, Kristen. Now hurry up, grab the vacuum cleaner, and meet me at the base of the stairs this instant.
Mom. But not half an hour ago you made me go to the supermarket to pick up groceries for you. Did you forget about that by any chance?
What?
It's a 10-minute walk down to the store empty-handed, and since I'll be carrying bags on my way back, physically it will be quite difficult for me to do much of anything other than carry the groceries home this instant.
Oh, I suppose you're right.
Now, if there's nothing else you need from me at the moment, could I get back to finishing up the grocery shopping? You're also making me cook dinner for you tonight, so the longer I take to finish up here, the later dinner is going to get.
Well, fine, go ahead.
Thank you for your understanding.
Hello there, Kristen. I'm just letting you know that Mina will be moving back in with us tomorrow.
Really? That's odd. I don't remember hearing from her for quite some time now. Why is she moving back here? Did something happen?
Oh, it's all quite ridiculous. Her mother-in-law and husband were dreadful to her, so they got divorced.
Oh my goodness, a divorce?
Yes, I was just as surprised as you are. Her first message to me in 2 years, and it's to tell me she's getting divorced. I'll bet that awful mother-in-law of hers drove her away with her constant nagging and badgering. My poor, sweet little Mina.
Ah, yes, I can imagine how awful it would be to have a nagging, badgering mother-in-law.
In any case, it is what it is. Your assignment for the afternoon is to clean Mina's room from top to bottom. I don't want a single speck of dust left in there, understand?
What? I have to clean her old room?
Well, of course you do. She's moving back in, isn't she? She'll be needing her old room again, and I want it to be as clean as possible for her when she arrives. Remember, she's still recovering from the emotional struggle of her divorce. Make sure you clean it properly.
I hate to be so direct, but I would really appreciate it if you and Mina could clean the room by yourselves. With the two of you on it, it shouldn't take very long.
Excuse me? Haven't you seen the weather report? There's a massive cold front on the way. I'm not going to break my back cleaning in freezing weather. You need to do it before it gets too cold.
Mom, my baby's due date is less than a month away right now. That room hasn't been cleaned in 2 years, so it's going to be a pretty major undertaking in order to get it all cleaned up. Not to mention, I'm concerned about what sort of dust, mold, and that sort of thing could be in there.
I don't believe you. Are you honestly trying to use that same excuse to get out of doing your work again? So what if your due date is so close? I deigned to allow you to marry into this family, Kristen. Don't you forget that. I won't let you repay my magnanimity with this utterly contemptible scorn. This is your responsibility, Kristen. This is what you signed up for. Don't think that I'll let you get away with this reprehensible behavior just because my son, your husband, is overseas on business at the moment. As long as you live in my house, you will live under my rules.
This is ridiculous. Are you really so determined to refuse to admit that pregnancy, especially late-term pregnancy, places genuine physical restrictions on a mother's physical activity?
Are you really so determined to refuse a direct order by the mother of your husband? When I married my husband, I was decent enough to know my place and obey his mother.
I have no idea, nor do I wish to know, what sort of relationship you had with your mother-in-law. But regardless of how things were for you back then, nothing that happened to you would give you the right to treat the wife of your own son in this way. I am sorry, but as a mother, I have a sacred duty to prioritize the health and well-being of the baby inside of me right now. The baby could be born at any time right now, and in all honesty, it's rather appalling that you would be so insistent on demanding so much physical labor from me while I'm in this condition.
How dare you!
I will not clean Mina's old room. End of conversation. Goodbye.
Kristen, what on earth are you doing? I haven't seen you all afternoon, and when I go up to your room, what do I find? You've put a lock on the door to your room? Who do you think you are? Is this the thanks I get for trying to make you into a respectable wife? What did that boy ever see in you? Well, when he gets back from his business trip, I think I'm going to have a long, serious talk with him about your future in this family. For the time being, come out of your room this instant. Don't think you can hide from me in that room all day. You will obey your mother-in-law. That's an order. If I have no other choice, I'll simply have to break the lock with a hammer or something. Ugh, what did I do to deserve such a troublesome daughter-in-law? Kristen! Kristen, I know you're there. You can't ignore me like this. Mina's going to be home any minute now. I order you to get out of your room this very instant. I mean it. Oh, and one other thing. The weather report said that we'll be getting an extremely heavy snowstorm starting this evening into tomorrow morning. And thanks to you slacking off on your duties to me, I haven't had anything to eat for breakfast or lunch. Do you know what I'm going to have to do now? Go down to the convenience store to buy food for myself and Mina. Do you understand the lows you have forced me to stoop to? What if I get food poisoning? When you come out of there, bring your wallet with you. You're going to be the one paying for this, plus interest. You truly dreadful girl. If this is the kind of daughter-in-law you are, I'm utterly terrified for your poor child's future. Unlike you, however, I'm not one to give up. I will straighten you out, Kristen. I will transform you into a real wife and mother like myself, no matter what it takes. Oh no, look at what you've done. It's already starting to snow. I can't believe this. I put on my normal shoes when I left the house because I thought the snow wouldn't start until this evening. I could fall and hurt myself on the way home. Food for 2 people is so heavy, I'm completely exhausted. How could you do this to me, Kristen, after all I've done for you? And what's worse is Mina just told me she'll be at the house any second. I'll bet she was absolutely devastated when I told her that you were being a lazy bum and hadn't cleaned her room yet. It almost brings me to tears just thinking about it. But even through her devastation, she still managed to muster up the courage to say, "It's all right, Mom, I can do it myself." I may have had no luck with a daughter-in-law, but at least my real daughter appreciates me. Well, just you wait, Kristen. You've gone too far with your disrespect this time. You're going to be punished for this, and I know exactly how to punish you. Kristen, what is the meaning of this? I just got home a moment ago. And now I see that you are still holed up in your room? Unbelievable. Mina's already in the house. Don't pretend you didn't notice. You have to have heard her come in. Have you no common decency? Come out here and say hello to her. How long are you going to continue ignoring my messages, Kristen? You haven't even read any of them yet. Don't bother trying to tell me that you don't have your phone. I won't believe such silly lies. Oh, you will regret this disrespect, Kristen. I'll make sure of that. Well then, hopefully this will teach you a lesson about respect. Just be grateful that I allowed you to stay in the shed in order to keep you out of the snow. While you're out there tonight, maybe think twice about ever disrespecting me again. My goodness, that was quite the snowstorm last night, wasn't it? I just came out to the shed to check on you. But, dear me, looks like the shed collapsed under the weight of the snow. I'm sorry, is that inconvenient pregnant belly of yours keeping you from getting up? My goodness, it was satisfying watching you squirm out there.
What? Mom, what are you talking about? I just now saw that you had lit up my phone with notifications, and I had a really bad feeling about what was going on, but I'm not at the house right now. I went to my folks' house across town yesterday.
Ha! You're not fooling anyone. I just saw you squirming and crying, half buried under the snow in the shed. Well, it's clear you haven't learned your lesson yet. I was thinking about coming to help you, but if you're still intent on lying to me, you can stay out there for a few more hours.
Ask yourself, if I was outside, half buried in snow right now, how would I be talking to you on my phone like this?
What?
That shed was pretty old, so it doesn't surprise me in the least that the snow last night would have crushed it, but again, if there is someone out there squirming around in the snow like you say, it's not me.
What?
I think you might want to take one more look out there to see who it really is.
Why, Kristen, why didn't you come back to the house yesterday?
Ah, so it would seem that the person buried in the snow was actually Mina, huh? The neighbors called me a bit ago. They said that they were concerned when an ambulance showed up at the house, sirens blaring.
Well, what was I supposed to think? It was your room, the door was locked, and you weren't answering my messages. How was I supposed to know that Mina was the one asleep in there? Any rational person would have assumed it was you.
Her room still hadn't been cleaned, right? Did you think she was just going to lay right down on top of 2 years' worth of dirt and dust?
But how did she get into your room? The door was locked.
Oh, I have a pretty good guess. Back before she got married and moved out, Mina had a nasty habit of going into my room and taking my things without permission, so eventually I got tired of it and put a lock on the door. Then, after a while of having the door locked, one day my things started vanishing mysteriously once again, so I figured she must have made a copy at some point. I caught her using it once and took it away from her, but I guess she must have had a spare, too.
That's beside the point. This is all because you went to your parents' house yesterday.
I know, isn't that an incredible coincidence?
How can you laugh at a time like this?
While I do feel bad for poor Mina, you have to admit it's pretty ironic. But you should also be grateful it wasn't me. If it were me out there rather than Mina, there's no way that both me and the baby would have come out of this okay. And you would have had some pretty serious consequences on your hands.
But why didn't you tell me you weren't coming home yesterday?
I spoke to you on my way out the door, don't you remember?
What?
2 nights ago, I messaged Tony and told him all about the terrible way you've been treating me while he's been overseas, and asked him what he thought I should do. He told me that I should get out of the house for now and go stay with my parents. I called them up right after that, and they came to pick me up yesterday morning. They were planning on at least stopping inside to make an effort to be polite and say hello. But I thought that if you found out what I was doing, you would go berserk and do anything and everything you could to stop me from leaving. So I told them to wait in the car and that I would tell you they said hello.
Wait, was this while I was watching TV?
It was indeed. So let's recap, shall we? Mina has gained so much weight in the course of her 2 years of being a total freeloader at her now ex-husband's house that you mistook her for a very pregnant me. And without even bothering to check for sure who it was, you threw her into the shed. Did I miss anything? Oh, that's right. The neighbors told me that they had talked to the paramedics who told them that the reason Mina couldn't get herself out of the snow was because she dislocated her hip when you threw her into the shed.
How can this be happening?
And come to find out that the real reason for Mina's divorce was actually because she was constantly verbally abusive towards her mother-in-law while her husband was away at work.
That apple sure didn't fall very far from the tree. That can't be true! You're lying!
No, it's true. Call her ex yourself. In any case, I suppose I'll let you get back to looking after Mina while she's recovering.
Ah, that's right. You need to hurry up and get back here so you can take care of Mina while she's recovering.
I'll pass. My baby will be born any moment now, so I plan on doing some well-deserved rest and relaxation until the big day comes.
You can't do that!
I have already talked to both Tony and my parents about this, and we're all in agreement that this is the best course of action for everyone involved.
But what about me?
Correction. The best course of action for everyone involved, except you.
Kristen, I need you over here now. I can't look after Mina. I'll miss my shows.
I started getting contractions about 5 days after that incident, and it just so happened that my husband Tony got back in town from his business trip just in time for him to be in the delivery room with me for the birth. We are now the happy and proud parents of a healthy baby boy. Meanwhile, in stark contrast to our happiness over the birth of our child, my mother-in-law is neck-deep in serious trouble. Mandatory reporting laws meant the hospital contacted the police, and after a very quick investigation, she was hauled off in the back of a police car. So, while Mina was discharged from the hospital a few days later with a clean bill of health, my mother-in-law is now looking at building a criminal record. Tony and I talked it over, and we decided that considering how things have been going at his mom's house, we would make our temporary stay at my parents' house a permanent one. With her husband giving her the boot, her brother moving out of the house, her mother moving into a jail cell, and her father having already passed away, Mina realized that there was now no one she could mooch off of. One day I got a not-so-subtle text from her asking if she could stay with us at my folks' place for a few days. My quick-thinking husband told her that she could stay, as long as she would agree to become a live-in maid for us and my parents. She left his message unread, and we haven't heard from her since.
Hey, Zoe! I'm going to have dinner with Mom today. Mom's being really annoying about missing me. I see. Okay, got it. I'm saved a little bit. What? What do you mean I'm saved? Actually, I wasn't sure what to have for dinner today. That's why I thought that's a perfect timing. I see. I guess I'll miss your home-cooked meal though. Sorry I've been Mom's home so much lately. Mom's been nagging me to come over. We can't help it. Your mom lives alone. I know how lonely it can be. Thanks. I wish Zoe could come too. My mom. I know. Did I do something wrong? She used to be so friendly with me. I can't believe she suddenly said don't contact me. I know, right? I'm so sorry. I'm sure my mom has her reasons. I've been trying to talk to her about it. She hasn't said anything, so... Well, I'm sure it's just temporary. I'm sure she'll get back to normal. I hope so. Well, maybe I should go too. I want to talk to your mom. What? No, it's okay. Let's leave my mom alone for now. It's not good to provoke her. Is that so? Yes, it is. Don't worry about it too much. I'll make things right between you. I go to my parents' house for a while. Don't worry too much, Zoe. Bored. If you say that far, I understand. I want to make things right with your mom as soon as possible. I'm counting on you. Okie dokie. Leave it to me. Well, I'm going back home after I eat dinner. I don't know what time I'll be home. So you can go to bed first. Yeah. Okay. Since I'm up early today, I'll probably go to bed first. Sorry if I went to bed before you. That's fine. Take a rest. I'll be worried if you stay up and wait for me. Well, I try my best this afternoon. Take care. Zoe, I'm back. You will have a day off tomorrow too, right? Wanna go out together for the first time in a while? Huh? Are you sure? What do you mean, are you sure? We are a couple. It's normal for us to go out together. Because I have been working a lot lately. It's been a while since you asked me out, so I was surprised. Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry. You missed me, right? Yeah, a little bit. But you were working late and going to your parents' home. I wasn't in a position to say I missed you. I know, right? I'm so sorry. But my work becomes a bit subtle. I can take this week off. So I wanted to go out with you for the first time in a while. Yeah, let's go. There's a cafe I'm interested in. I also wanted to go to the pub. A pub? You are? You can't drink at all, can you? That's not true. On days when you couldn't come home, I drank a lot in the evening. I can't drink more than before. Okay. I got it. Well, I go out with you all day tomorrow. Yes, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Leave it to me. Okay, I'll be home as soon as I can. Okay, I'll prepare dinner and wait for you. Mark? You're not home yet? It's Misko. Are you okay? Did something happen? Oh, sorry. I was just about to leave on time. But accidentally I got caught by a senor. I'm having dinner with him now. What? I heard you were going home early today. I made a dinner, but... Yeah, I heard it. Sorry. But you can't turn down an invitation from a senor, can you? He said he has some business to discuss. Yeah, but then you should have called me to say. I didn't have time to touch my phone. I'm only able to return it now because my senor is in the bathroom. I don't know what he will say if he found me. Okay. So what time are you coming home today? I have no idea. He's a long drinker. I don't know if I can make it through the day. I see. What about tomorrow? We promised we'd go out. We'll go out tomorrow. We promised, right? But if you're going to drink until late, you'll probably have a hangover tomorrow. Maybe you shouldn't push yourself so hard. We can always go shopping. You don't have to worry about me. No, but I promised. I'll be fine. Mark, you can't move at all the next day after you've had so much to drink. I don't want to be disappointed later on when you expect to be able to go. I'll leave today's meal in the fridge. You can have it for lunch tomorrow. Oh, then what about you, Zoe? It's my day off. I'm thinking of going to my parents' house now. Your parents' house? Yeah, it's only 8 p.m., right? It's around the time my sister will be home too. I wanted to ask her something. What, from now? It's already late. Isn't it dangerous? I'll be fine. It's only 10 minutes away by bike. I'll be there in no time. Yeah, but if you talk too long, I'm sure your senor will be back. Ah, yeah, indeed. I made a little extra rice. If you can't finish it, put it in the fridge. Then I'll call my parents' house and leaving. Oh, okay. I got it. Take care. Zoe, are you not home yet? Oh, sorry. I just finished shopping and I'm on my way home. You're home already? Yeah, I just got home. But I was worried because you are not there. Oh, didn't I call you on the phone? I said I'm going to the grocery store. I got it. I didn't think you'd go after work. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd be home so early either. I came straight here after work. Oh, sorry. What? Why are you apologizing? There's nothing to be sorry for. I'm sorry I made Zoe do everything. Don't worry about it. I'm busy with work too. I know, but... Oh. I'll tell you before I forget. I'm going on a business trip this week. 2 days, 1 night, Friday and Saturday. Oh, okay. I got it. Have a good trip. So this time I'm going to San Francisco. I've never been there. But seems it's famous for seafood. I'll buy something for you, Zoe. Don't worry about me. Mark, you don't know much about that kind of thing, do you? I'll save it for when I go there on a trip someday. I see. I'll get ready when I get back. It's hard to cook a meal when you're always coming home from work, isn't it? I'll get a delivery or something. We'll just do that for today. Yeah, you're right. Let's do that. Hurry! That'll make my work easier. I'll count on you. Okay. I'll just buy some stuff and go home. Okay. Hey! It's missed call. Mark had an accident. Hurry up and come to the hospital. What are you doing? What? Why me? He has a wife. Huh? What are you talking about? You are the wife. You're saying you're going to leave Mark alone until this moment? Yes? Leave him alone? What are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. You've been neglecting Mark. I heard that you don't do much housework and play around. Oh, I see. Was it set up that way? Set up? What are you talking nonsense? Just hurry up and come to the hospital. That's why. The one who is with Mark now is Mark's wife. Don't say things that don't make sense. It seems he and I have been divorced for a long time. I also checked the family register. It seems he went to get a divorce form without I noticed. Huh? What are you saying? Divorce? I don't know if Mark did it or that woman did it. They wrote my name without my permission and filled divorce form. I had become single before I knew it. Seriously? And Mark seems to have married her. I just found out about it a little while ago. What are you saying? He told you that I'm a worse wife who doesn't do housework. Told me to stay away from you because you hate me. He tried not to make us contact each other. For real? I thought it was strange that you suddenly hate me. Mark was behind it all, wasn't he? It seems that Mark went to your house frequently. What? He never came to my house. Now more clear. So Mark went back to his wife's place. I see what it is. So he lied to both of us. Wait a minute. So my son Mark was having an affair? Yes, that will be true. When I called the company, they kindly told me that he was traveling with his wife. They kindly told me. They thought she was his wife and I was at home. How dare my child. Oh, it's okay. I'm not too shocked. Well, I'm glad I found out earlier. I'll have to go through the procedure as soon as possible. Wait, Zoe. We need to talk a little more properly. That won't be necessary. It seems Mark and I are already divorced. It won't help even if we discuss it. From now on, I think it will be a discussion between Mark and me. Please let me know when you can get in touch with him. What? Wait a minute, Zoe. Hey, calm down. Zoe! Hey! Zoe, I'm sorry, really. Oh, isn't that my ex-husband? What's wrong? Are your injuries feeling better already? What? Ex? How did you prepare the divorce form? Where's my signature? Who wrote it? It was me. Oh, I didn't know that. Are you getting along well with your new wife? You brought her home while I was back home with my parents. It was a 25-year-old girl from the same company. Wait, how did you know? How did I know? Because I saw her. So, who? It's okay to chat at home on my computer, but you have to log out. It was still on. No way. Did you see that? Yes, I saw it. Exactly. From before you guys started dating until you got married. Wait a minute. That woman, she knew you were married and approached you, didn't she? This is totally adultery. If it's just adultery, you guys filled the divorce form without permission and even remarried. She's already recognized as his wife at work. How many times do you have to make fun of someone before you feel satisfied? No, it's not like that. There's a reason for this. Well, whatever the reason is, it doesn't matter to me anymore. Because we're divorced. Oh no, you got me. Zoe, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Then what do you mean? To keep me away from your mom? Telling me that your mom doesn't like me. Tell her that I'm a scumbag wife who doesn't do her chores. And finally, forge divorce form. It was totally planned, wasn't it? And then, I'm not a kind of. Well, but that's good, right? You got a new wife. Smooth sailing, right? Well, you both got seriously injured. I don't know, it's not only that. You deserved it. No, it's not like that. She threatened me. If you don't marry me, I'll tell the company and your wife. She said it. So I had no choice. So you forged divorce form because you had no choice? You still look like you were very slow. That's because the day I went home, you brought your wife into my house. Oh, she wasn't your wife at that time, wasn't she? It's so complicated. I'm confused. What? How did you know? Because I was watching you. You were watching? I was watching you guys near the house for a while after I left. And then you were both hanging shopping bags. You were holding hands. I thought like, are you feeling like having a new life already? No, that's because she wanted to come over. So? How could you bring an adult here to our house when we were still married? Did you think I wouldn't notice? The way you did it was too obvious. You came home late. You even took your home into the bath. You thought I didn't notice anything, didn't you? You're a smart guy. I didn't want to do this either. But she. So annoying. You are the one who made the first move. Why are you trying to blame the other woman? But, shut up. Do you guys have any idea what's going to happen, both of you? It's a police. Repeat. What? Police? Why? Because you forged the divorce form. And you're using them. This is a perfect crime. But she told me to do it. Then you're accomplices. Congratulations on the two of you getting along and getting arrested. Wait a minute. In addition to that, I'm also going to charge you guys alimony. Let's see how much it's going to be. No. Or would you prefer a trial? I guess a trial is a social sanction. Zoe! What are you talking about? Oh, but I already reported to the company. They say they wanted to hear more about the case. You both submitted divorce form without my permission and got into the accident on your honeymoon. I know I cut a lot of slack, but they will understand enough. What? You don't have to tell the company. No, you can't, because it's an affair within the company. I have to report it to the company too, right? You're kidding. What the hell did you do? What the hell? That's the line over here. I never thought you'd do something so stupid. While I was taking care of you day in and day out, you're making love to a younger woman. I can't believe it. I wanted to take a break too. You seem busy, so. What? You're having an affair to take a break? Do you think that having an affair is just a way to take a break? And then blame it on me. What? Are you too much of a scumbag? I'm surprised. Oh no. Whose fault is it that I've been so busy? I prepared breakfast, made lunch, do the laundry, hang the clothes, take out the trash, come home, prepare dinner, taking the laundry, fold the laundry, and vacuum. On weekends and holidays, I clean the house, go shopping, and make leftovers. And there are other chores that have no name. It's not my fault that I'm busy. It's your fault for not helping out. I can't do anything. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. You didn't even try. Why are you playing the victim? You're annoying me. No, yeah, you're right. Sorry. I don't need you to pretend to be sorry now. You are a stranger now. And you're a scumbag who had an affair. I'll show no more mercy from now on. Please wait. Not the police. What if it's not a police? Then what will be okay? A lawyer? No, that's... Well, I'll talk to lawyer either way. About alimony of yours. You'll be ready for it when you get better. What? Wait. Zoe! Please! Zoe! I immediately consulted the police. It seems forging and using divorce form is still serious crime. They will start questioning Mark and the others right away. My ex-mother-in-law contacted me several times to apologize. I intend to break off the relationship. While Mike was gone, I packed my belongings and went to my parents' house. My parents were very surprised. My sister said, I knew it. She had suspected Mark for a long time. When I told them that I thought he might be having an affair, she was the one who advised me to look for a new house. It is no exaggeration to say that my sister found out about the affair. I am still shocked that he had an affair and betrayed me. But there's no point in dwelling on something that has already ended. I will let them both alone for their sins, and I will move on with my life.